You know what's funny? I've been playing 𝗦𝗧𝗧 for years and somehow I'm still making the same silly mistakes over and over again. And I know I'm not alone. Many other players are secretly doing these things without even realizing it. Hey everyone! So in today's video we are talking about 10 mistakes that so many of us are still making in 𝗦𝗧𝗧. These are not the usual beginner tips. These are the sneaky little habits that hold us back without even noticing. And trust me, some of these will hit hard. You'll probably say, oh no, I still do that. So make sure to watch till the end because the last one might be the most painful. And if you enjoy cozy real 𝗦𝗧𝗧 content like this, don't forget to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss more little 𝗦𝗧𝗧 truths like these. Alright, let's jump into it. Starting with mistake number 1, and it's about something so basic but so dangerous if ignored. Not planting enough trees and bushes. We keep running out of fruits, even something as simple as raspberries. Sometimes we just ignore or forget that one specific tree or bush whose fruits we suddenly need the most at a very specific time and sometimes in a very good amount. And then that fruit which was always in the newspaper before is suddenly gone from there too. And when I'm talking about something disappearing from the newspaper, I'm definitely not talking about the blueberries. No, we are never out of blueberries, okay? Let's not be dramatic. I'm talking about actual fruits, like the kind you assume will be there until they are not. And now you're asking for it from your neighborhoods or friends. I know we have all been there because when you need something urgently, even if it's just apples or raspberries, it's just gone, vanished like it never existed before. And this mistake is something most people even above level 100 still make. Yes, I'm people. So to avoid this sudden fruit starvation, plant your trees on time and in the right amount that's enough for your level. And if you have enough sauce and excess, just don't hold back. Go with as many as possible. Your future self will literally hug you. Moving on to our second mistake, which is keeping the barn full. This is honestly the worst mistake you can make in 𝗦𝗧𝗧, and I'm saying this because I have made it over and over again. Even when I was near level 80 or 90, I never realized my tool drops depended on my barn space. If the barn is full, you simply cannot get tool drops. I used to feed my pets, pick them up, do weeding, harvest crops, all while my barn was completely full. And sometimes I'd wonder, why do my pets shower me with tools one day and then give me nothing the next? Turns out when your barn is full, you miss those tool drops completely, and you know how important tools are. We need them for everything, expanding the barn, silo, land. Literally every upgrade depends on them. The problem wasn't just that my barn was full, it's that I didn't prioritize keeping space. Sometimes I'd even keep my barn full on purpose, like for stocking things for events or derby tasks or anything else. So I thought it didn't matter, but it does, like a lot. So to avoid this terrible mistake, always keep at least 50 to 70 spaces free in your barn. That way you'll never miss a single tool drop from pets, crops or any other activity that gives you tools. Okay, let's move on to mistake number 3. Selling goods to farm visitors. You see them standing there? Yes, the farm visitors. Stop selling to them unless there is an event. Many players sell almost anything to visitors without realizing it's a profit trap. Farm visitors usually offer between 55 to 70% of the maximum roadside shop price depending on the product. That means you can lose a significant amount of coins if you sell to them on regular days. Even in double coin events, the offer is only double the visitor price, not double the maximum shop price. Some players only sell to visitors when they have huge oversupply or need to complete the achievement. But let me show you why you should not sell to them randomly, even something simple like carrots. For example, this farm visitor is offering me 273 coins for 65 carrots. And if I sell the same carrots at the max roadside shop price, I would get 468 coins. That means I'm losing 195 coins, which is roughly 42% less. Now, if it's a double coin event and I use a 50% coin booster, that same visitor offer of 273 coins becomes 819 coins after the boost. Compared to the max roadside shop price of 468 coins, I would actually earn 351 coins more by selling to the visitors in this situation. So during bonus events, selling to visitors can be way more profitable if you plan it right. Remember, it's not just about convenience, it's about playing smart. So normally you don't have to pay much attention to farm visitors. Now let's talk about something most players overlook: not preparing for events. This is something I used to overlook myself, and it cost me a lot of time and resources. The game actually tells you what's coming next, either through the news tab or the events section, at least a day before, but many players still ignore it until the event is already live. We can fix this mistake by preparing in advance. Start producing the items you'll need in advance. For example, if you know a task event is coming, have different bars or products ready. Also, don't fill every single slot in machines that have long production times. Leave some free so you can quickly adjust if an event task requires that machine. And about these tricky county fair baskets, if one asks for something rare or in a very huge amount, just trash it. Why stress over a task you can't do right now when it will refresh in a few hours? You've got 24 hours to complete it, so focus on what you can realistically finish and plan smartly. Here is another common mistake that can be very frustrating: running out of seed crops. This is a really common issue, especially when fulfilling boat orders or county fair baskets. Many players use up their last seeds to complete these tasks, and then they are left with too few for future planting. And just to clarify, by seed crops, I mean the last few crops that help you multiply your plants, so these are super important. To avoid this, never fulfill orders when you are running low on seeds. Replant all of those crops so you have enough to both complete the orders and keep multiplying. And if you accidentally used all your crops and don't have a single one left, don't buy them with dimers. It's really not worth it. Instead, ask friends for a few extra seeds or check the newspaper for options. This is one mistake I still repeat sometimes, so I just wanted to give you guys a reminder. Now here's a tricky one: imbalanced tool inventory. In 𝗦𝗦𝗢𝗍, the game automatically decides which tools are rare and which are common for each player. For example, my most common tool is duct tape. I get it a lot, like 50% more than others. And my rare tool is bolt, which I don't get enough of, as you can see in my inventory. The problem is, if you have something in large quantity, the game is more likely to give you even more of it. So it's really important not to keep your inventory imbalanced. You should always trade your extra tools instead of just collecting more common ones. Trading helps you get the tools you actually need instead of overflowing with the same common tool. You can trade with friends, Facebook groups, or Discord channels. You can also join our Discord, which has a dedicated trading section linked below. Selling in the roadside shop works too, but trading is usually better. Here's another mistake that slows down your farm: idle machines. In 𝗦𝗦𝗢𝗍, each machine has a specific processing time. If you finish a batch and don't start the next one, your machine just sits idle, and you know that's a waste. This is especially bad during events or when fulfilling orders that need specific products. So fix this mistake by planning ahead. Queue up the next batch before the current one finishes. Use all slots. Make different items at the same time. Know how long each product takes so you can plan better. By keeping your machines busy all the time, you can get more done, finish orders faster, and be ready for events without wasting any time. So let me share a mistake that I can proudly say I don't do, but yes, my friends do it: overbuying from the newspaper. I don't know why, but instead of producing items on their farm, they just prefer to buy things. The problem with this is simple: it's expensive and slows down your farm's growth. If you do this continuously, you'll eventually run short on coins, because as you level up, new machines become very expensive, and buying items all the time will leave you struggling to afford them. So do avoid this mistake. Always try to grow or make items on your farm before buying. Use the newspaper for rare items or last-minute needs, not everything. Keep track of what you'll need for events or orders so you are not forced to buy in a hurry. Moving on to mistake 9, not having a baby farm. At first, you might wonder why you would need a second farm, but it can actually make a huge difference in managing your main farm. A baby farm gives you extra space to grow crops and produce items without crowding your main farm. One big advantage is that it helps you keep a steady supply of products. For example, if your main farm is busy with machines and orders, your baby farm can focus on producing items like dairy products or feeds. This way you are never stuck waiting for essential items and your main farm can keep running efficiently. A baby farm also makes events and tasks much easier. Some baskets or board orders require specific products in large amounts, and having a separate farm allows you to prepare those without interrupting your regular production. You can even store extra resources and expansion materials on the baby farm so you're ready whenever you need them. Setting up a baby farm is very simple. You just have to use a different Supercell ID and you're ready to go. Once it's running, you can plan what to produce, organize your resources, and keep both farms working together smoothly. Speaking of managing your farm efficiently, here is our last mistake: hyper-focusing on leveling up. It's tempting to chase that next level, but rushing through can cause problems. As you level up quickly, you might unlock new machines, but without enough coins or resources to use them effectively. This can leave your farm feeling unorganized and unprepared. Players often overlook the importance of building a solid foundation before advancing. For example, you might have new machines, but not enough space to store the products, or you could be low on coins to keep everything running smoothly. Instead of rushing to level up, focus on balancing your farm. Make sure you have the resources, tools, and storage needed to support new additions. This way, leveling up becomes a natural progression and your farm grows in a sustainable way. So, let's wrap this video. These were the 10 mistakes that are silently holding our farms back, or sometimes even destroying them. Now, I know some of these might feel common, but trust me, not everything is as simple as it looks. And even if you are not making these mistakes right now, take this as a little reminder. Because no matter how long we have been playing or how pro we think we are, we all slip up and we all keep learning. That's really why I wanted to share this video, not just to point out mistakes, but to help us all stay on track. Sometimes the smallest reminders can make the biggest difference. I truly appreciate all the love and support you give me. It really means a lot. We'll meet in the next video. Stay tuned and happy farming.